Hi everyone. I want to thank you for taking this time to register for this video. We are going to be doing a little bit of a Lionsgate ritual and meditation today, simply because I find this such a powerful time. The Lionsgate portal is this rather interesting, about 2 weeks period of time that happens every year, and it really climaxes on August 8th. And while I often kind of bump up against the idea of one date kind of symbolically registering an energetic event, because those kind of things are hard to measure, it never fails. Lionsgate always seems to spark this new life energy force. And so August 8th does usually end up being this beautiful shift into a new perspective. So I want to take some time to honor it, and I want to thank you very much for joining me. I usually do these types of things as a live event, but I know it's summer, it's busy, I know I'm busy, and trying to figure out the times to do this in and to bring everyone together to do it, it kind of just creates pressure, and I'm really not about pressure. So I figured let's put this out as a simple video. You and I can kind of connect, and if you have any questions or any comments, or you want to just interact in any way, feel free to just reach me over at Christina@spirituallyawareliving.com or hit me up on social media at spirituallyawareliving. So in case you didn't know, if you are just new to this, if you saw this announcement somewhere on the web, my name is Christina Fletcher, and I'm a spiritually aware living coach. I am focused on spiritual and energetic alignment. I help you show up as the best version of yourself, even in the chaos of the day. My podcast, Showing Up Whole, really symbolizes and kind of brings in all of the energy of what I like to bring into my work, because I truly believe that you are here as a divine spark of life, and your physical experience is just as important as your spiritual enlightenment. You're here to be the best version of yourself, and your human life experience is vitally important, not just to your family, to your friends, and not only to just yourself and your own life experience, but to the world on a whole, because you are important. You are love, you are stardust, and I want to thank you for being here. Not just in this event, but on the planet as a whole. So Lionsgate, let's get into Lionsgate and how we're going to kind of work today. So basically, Lionsgate is this combination of different cosmic events that kind of bring in together all of this powerful energy that is in the astrological sign of Leo. Leo is really about self-confidence, and I always think of Leo as kind of the sign for the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is your inner fire, it's in your flame, it's who you show up in in this world, in this lifetime. It's how you show up in the world. But the thing is that we have different versions and different lives that we live even in one lifetime. You can look back at your life and you can see all of the different things and experiences that you've had, and they can feel like different chapters to one book or different lives in itself. You can look back at times when you were a child, your teen years. You can look back when you were at school, when you're in college, university. You can look back at past relationships, at past jobs. We have a tendency to pick up different versions of ourselves like we do clothes. And at various times through the year, New Year's is one of them as well, at various times in the year, we get these little invitations to acknowledge where we've been and who we've been, and then align to who we want to be. Now, various times of the year, that is a tendency to be a very mindset-focused thing. So every year, members of my community will take part in my New Year's workshop, which is setting an intention for a new year. And it really is about tapping into who you want to be in the new year. However, Lionsgate always seems to bring this in energetically. So what that means is throughout your year, throughout your life, you are expanding and growing based on challenges and experiences that you have. That energy goes out into the universe, and that growth happens on a spiritual level first. There is a frequency that is created, an energetic vibration of your best self, of your higher self. So rather than approaching the idea of your best self intellectually from a very visualizing or intellectual version, so it's not about sitting down and going, oh, I want to do it like this, and I want to do it like that, and I want to do it like this. It's not like that. Instead, there's a frequency, there's an energy that's out there. And often we get stuck in the energy of where we are. So your life experience, you have a tendency to keep routines. Brains love patterns. We know this. They love habits. So within that, your day-to-day life experience will help you kind of keep those patterns. So you may find that you practice the same patterns over and over again. And it has a frequency. That too has an energetic vibration. If you think of this in almost like tuning forks or in notes on a piano, they have different resonance, and we get very habitual about our resonance. There's a tendency to hear the tone of our everyday and live in that tone. If this sounds kind of overcomplicated to you, I want you to think about a time in your life. Say call up your parents' house or call up your old school and see if you can feel what that feels like. That is a frequency. That is what that experience, that's the frequency of that experience. It's the vibration of that experience. And that's why, you know, when you go back to a school reunion, you always fall back into the old patterns. It's because we have a tendency to live in different frequencies and vibrations and then accept them as who we are. All right. I mean, this is a deep diving stuff, and I mean, this, we are just laying the platform of how we deal with this current event of Lionsgate, and I just wanted to kind of give you this as a general understanding about what we're talking about when we're looking at the frequency and energy around Lionsgate and why it's important. So the thing is that the universe gives this lovely little pocket of possibility at this time of year where it feels like you can tap in to the frequency of your best self, of your new up-leveled self with a bit of greater ease. It's almost like there's just an opening in the symphony of your life for a new note. And therefore, it's all about giving yourself the space and pause to reflect on what that feels like, and knowing that the more you tap into the frequency of that next up-leveled self, the more you're inviting it in. So this time of year, and talking about Lionsgate, of course there's a lot of law of attraction elements to it, the fact that you are opening up to this new energy, and it is already created. It's not an energy that you're like needing to do something with it or set intentions for. It's already created based on your desires, on your lessons, on your learnings, on your challenges, on the desires that you have, or even just knowing what you don't want. All of those things have created this frequency of your next step. And what Lionsgate is rather than trying to find that frequency, instead, it is actually just letting that frequency in. So today we are just going to do a meditation and a small little ritual or intention setting of letting that in. And then I want you just to trust that it is going to show, that it's going to feel itself. Because it's not even something like a manifestation that's going to land on your lap. Rather, what we're looking at is all of a sudden you might feel slightly different. You might find that you approach challenges with a new perception or a new way of reacting to it. You may find that you just feel different in your body. You may find that this up level comes in a lot of different ways, and all your role is at this point in time is to let it in, because it is already so. So, for simple intention setting, let's just take a moment and find ourselves in this space and time. And as you sit quietly watching this video, take a few deep breaths. Deep breathing regulates your nervous system. stimulates your vagus nerve, which then allows you to feel safe in your body. So, breathing deeply, inhaling and exhaling at a slow, steady pace, allowing that inhalation to fill up within your belly, and then allowing it to be released through your mouth. And with that exhalation out, give yourself permission to feel safe enough to let go anything that doesn't serve you. Within this space and time, give yourself a moment to acknowledge the room around you and to acknowledge this actual moment. So whether you have something to do after watching this, or whether you're wondering whether you have time to watch this, or whether you are wondering whether you should be watching this, just pause and give yourself permission to just be in this moment. Continuing to breathe deeply. Let's just give a moment to show deep appreciation for this year so far. That might bring up a lot of different emotions. You might feel like you have nothing to appreciate. You might feel like you have everything to appreciate and you're going to spend hours thinking how wonderful different things are. Or it might bring up a range of different things that have happened this year that don't necessarily feel very good. And all we're going to do is pause and say thank you. Thank you to all of these experiences that have been, because they have brought you to this very moment. All of the different challenges have led you to a deeper clarity of what you want. And that desire has gone up to the universe and enhanced the frequency of your best self. So take a moment to feel into that. Breathing deeply. Just give thanks for the growth, for the definition, for the clarity. Continuing to breathe deeply. Allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. And even if it's things that you might want to suppress and not resonate with, allow the emotion to just rise up and flow from you. It can ride on a breath. It can ride as if it is dissipating like steam off of your body. It can feel like a wave. Just allow whatever emotions, thinking about this past year, just allow it to flow off of you, acknowledging it as it passes. Emotion's interesting because it actually only takes under a minute for a human to process the emotion. It's our minds that catch on to identify the emotion and to relive it. And with that reliving, then we have a tendency to detour its path of release. So in this moment, simply allow the flow of emotion to move through you, knowing that everything that's been has brought you to this moment. And that new growth, that new version of yourself, that expanded version of you, the up-level version of yourself, the one who has assimilated all of what's been, is standing on the other side of a threshold. It is a frequency, a vibration, and it is ready to flow in if you will let it. So before meditation, let us simply set the intention. Continuing to breathe deeply, we set the intention as this. We acknowledge this moment in time. And when the world around us may feel full of chaos, we invite in clarity. Putting your hand on your heart, listen deeply, and set the intention of this. This heart has perceived and felt and gathered throughout this entire life. It contains information and is a direct communicator of your highest self. We take this moment in time to listen deeply to the frequencies of love and light that flows ever around us. And we take this moment in time to allow this inner fire, this inner light, to become a stronger frequency and to infuse this moment in time, this day in time, this week in time, this month in time, and this year. We allow ourselves and give permission to ourselves to step into our greatest light so that we can truly show up as whole in this next up-leveled self of who we came to be. Finding yourself a comfortable space, allowing yourself in this moment. Give attention first to your legs, to your feet if they are on the floor, to the sit bones that sit resting on the chair. Give yourself this moment to simply breathe in here, noticing how your body feels in this moment. Without judgment. Notice if you have any spaces of tension in your body, anything that may be holding back the next version of yourself. If you notice a part of yourself that you seem to be holding on to resistance, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel that part of your body relax deeper. Inhaling again As you exhale, feel the tension melt away. Again, giving your body a scan, observing where you may be holding on to any tension or stress, any resistance, anywhere where it feels like a boulder rock in the pathway of the stream of your life. Simply breathe deeply into it. And as you exhale, imagine that boulder beginning to melt like ice. With each inhalation and exhalation, simply allow it to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Until it simply washes away with your breath. Giving attention to your stomach now. Observe whether you're holding on to any tension. If you are sucking your stomach in, this is the home of your inner fire, your solar plexus, your inner furnace. It consumes and digests the experience of your life, and then exhumes, as if in its smoke, the essence of you in this lifetime. The rays of this inner fire is who you show up with in this life. Your inner light. So take a moment to rest your stomach, to allow your breath to flow deeply here, to feel your stomach expand out here, to relax. Observe any tension you may find, and simply let it go. You are an open, energetic channel now. Give one more scan for anything that is truly ready to be released, to make space for the new energetic flow. As you continue to breathe in deeply, allow it just to flow off of you. Releasing anything that holds you back into the atmosphere as if it is steam on the pavement. In your mind's eye, imagine a beautiful sun. It flows above you. It's a burning star that has been gathering all of your energetic desires and experiences. If you are made of stardust, then this star is your match. It is your highest self, your best self, your soul, your spiritual energy. It is the piece of you that has expanded over lifetimes. It is timeless and eternal. It is a piece of the universe itself, love and the brightest of lights. Breathing in deeply, feeling that state of openness and invitation to receive. In your mind's eye, see this beautiful golden sun flow down to the top of your head. Before allowing it to flow down through you and within you, give attention to how this sun feels. It may bring up a range of emotions, and that's perfectly normal. Rather than asking it what scenarios or situations or solutions will be found, rather simply tap in to the feeling of your next up-leveled self. And whenever you are ready, taking a deep breath, invite it in, allowing the brilliant light that is everything you are to flow down through the top of your head and flow down, straight down through to your heart. Feel as the sun rays from your best self flow out all around you and from you. Feel as this inner light flows out, creating a glowing effect all around your entire self. The light flows down to your solar plexus. Feel as this beautiful golden sun flows deep within your center. Rest and allow this light to show you your best self. Feel into this space of knowing your truest self. The light flows down, generating swirling energy. It flows between your sacral chakra from one hip to the next, creating balance and assimilating into your very self. The light is love and light. It flows down through the top of your head and continues to pour. Like a shooting star with its glorious tail of light, this light flows down through you. It continues to burn brightly in your solar plexus, in your stomach. Simply take a moment here and listen and feel into the essence of this light. You may find that images rise to your mind, sensations. You may find that various things flow through your vision. Your attention may be captured. Give your mind ease, allowing it to know whatever it needs to know at the right time. You don't need to store any information. Rather, the light is flowing to you. The frequency of your best self is assimilating into your very being. Feeling the golden rays of this love and light that continues to pour from above you. Feel it flow down your legs to your feet. Feel it go down deep into the ground, where it is acknowledged and celebrated by the earth itself. As the earth celebrates, it also nourishes and infuses the light that is yours with more deeper loving energy. That light flows up through the soles of your feet and up your legs. It celebrates again within your solar plexus, within your stomach. Anchored into the earth, you are safe and secure in all of this growth. The light continues to flow from the sun above you. It seems to flow from the universe itself. Source energy allows energy to flow down. Brilliant, beautiful, loving light flows down to the top of your head, blessing your highest self. Feeling into your heart center now. Allowing the light to flow effortlessly out, flowing freely. Your highest self is assimilating into all you are in this current moment. With a few more deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Draw attention now to the body that you are residing in. Giving attention again to the sit bones on the chair, the feet on the floor. You can wiggle your fingers or wiggle your toes. Simply move your body in whatever way you need to move. And when you are ready, you can call yourself back into the room and open your eyes. You are love and you are light. The Lionsgate is truly just another word for you to claim your best self, to claim your power, to claim who you are. It's finding your inner lion. It's finding your inner sense of self. And even if sometimes that might feel intimidating to show up as this new self, whereas there's so many things around you that might remind you of who you've been and ask you to be the old versions of yourself, this is a time to lean into who you want to be and who you came to be, and to stand into the integrity of all that. You're not in this alone. There is divine support all around you. There is so much light and love that is supporting you, both from the earth itself as well as from the universe all around you. So trust that the universe has your back, and trust that your path is always unfolding. As Abraham Hicks would say, you can't get this wrong. You came to be you. And even if you have challenges and mistakes, that is all just about your growth and expansion. So take this time to invite that in. If you have enjoyed this as a process, it is very similar to what I offer weekly over at the Energy Reset Circle. There we are a collection of people who every week we gather for a meditation, for a group energy healing, which you didn't experience here today, and a focus. We are currently working on processes of alignment, working through energetic alignment. So we've just finished off the process of physical alignment, which focuses on your physical safety and inner safety, your nervous system regulation, and a little bit of mindset. And next we are going to be diving into more mindset as we dive into mental energy alignment. Mental energy alignment takes care of all of those negative stories that you might be telling yourself, the things that hold you back, the things that carry all of the weight from your life that's been, and the things that need to change stories. So therefore then you can show up and know yourself as your best self. We've got a lot of different processes over a few weeks that will help you align to that best self. So if that's something that interests you and you'd like to come join us on Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. VST, you'll find the link over at spirituallyrareliving.com. There's a replay to every session, so you don't have to worry about making sure that you're there on time. The replay gets sent out very shortly after we finish meeting. There's also a Facebook group and a WhatsApp chat for support, and there's lots of love waiting for you. You're not in this alone. And I look forward to knowing you as you expand and grow into the best version of everything you came to be. If you have any questions, feel free to just simply hit reply to the email that this video came in. And I wish you the best Lionsgate and the best week. Love and light.